What's going on, guys? Fatty Mancy checking in, and on this video what I'm going to show you how to do is make a very easy go-to shake that I make when I feel like I'm not going to hit my protein or I'm really low on carbs and I get that sweet urge. So this is going to be very quick, easy, and you need minimal ingredients. I'm going to give you some options along the way, but let's get started. So the ingredients you're going to need is 1 cup of water or milk, almond milk, almond milk, coconut milk, whatever you want to use. It's all going to depend on what your macros and what macros you're trying to hit. I'm going to make it just fairly low carb, pretty high protein, low fat. So I'm going to use water. So I got my I got my blender on the scale already, and we're going to do 8 ounces of water. Alright, a little over 8 ounces. Got 1 cup of ice. Oh, missed that one. 1 cup of ice, and you could add more or less ice. I'm just going to kind of play with it depending on how much of a slushy texture you want or a smooth texture you want. What I'm going to do is you can add peanut butter to this. Again, depending on your macros, I'm probably not going to add peanut butter because I'm going to save my fats for a little bit later. You could add peanut butter on here. You add some creatine for your first morning shake or pre-workout shake. What I'm going to add next is about 1 serving of blueberries. Just to give you guys an idea here, 1 serving of these blueberries is 12 grams. Hold on. 1 serving of these blueberries is 12 grams of carbs. So again, very minimal. So we're going to weigh this out. So I'm going to be actually right under 12 grams of carbs. So little quick trick. 1 serving is 140 grams. So I would divide the number here, 98 by 140. That's going to tell me how much of a serving I have. So that's done. That's out the way. Next question I know people are going to be asking me is, Fatty, can I use bananas? Can I use strawberries? Raspberries? You could use whatever fruit you want. Again, it's going to depend on your macronutrients. I actually like to mix a banana in this, and tastes pretty good. But I'm gonna keep it just real simple because you boys on a little bit of a cut, so I'm trying to save my calories for later. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 2 scoops of, I'm using my proteins, chocolate coconut protein. So the macros on this are 2 grams of fat, 1 gram of a carb, and 20 grams of protein per scoop, or 25 grams. I'm gonna actually measure it out. Okay. You can use whatever protein you want. If you do want to use this protein, it tastes pretty good. They have really decent prices. I have made a Amazon store to make it nice and easy for you guys. So that link will be in the description. Alright, so we're at 26. I'm trying to get to, what is it? 50 grams. Almost there. $50. Bam. Alright, so I got, again, really simple recipe, guys. I did 2 scoops of protein, less than a serving of blueberries, ice, and water. Again, you can mix in milk. You can do what you want. I'll be right back. I'm going to blend this up, and I'm going to show you guys the finished product. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. What I didn't show on camera is I added a little bit of the Cool Whip on top. I added 3 servings. So the total macros for this And then I still got a bunch left over, as you see right there. So, excuse me, the total macros for this, about 17 grams of carbs. Would have been 21 if I had a full serving of blueberries. 17 grams of carbs, about, I want to say 7 grams of fat, and 36 grams of protein. So if you are a female and you are not hitting your protein, that's probably, you know, that's more than half, or, you know, maybe 3/4 of the amount of protein that you're taking in a day, depending on your weight and your macros. If you're a male, this could be a fourth of your protein. But basically, guys, what I'm trying to get at is there should not be an excuse as to why you're not getting your protein, why you're not hitting your macros. If you're bulking, if you need to eat more, lean bulk, whatever you want to call it, if you need to eat more, you could ground some oats, throw it in there. You could add that peanut butter that I was going to do earlier. You could add more fruits. You could even throw kale in there. Now, a warning, if you are going to throw kale in there, your smoothie is going to come out green, but it's tasteless. Anyways, guys, that is the finished product. I'm going to enjoy my shake, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
In a study recently published in Diabetologia, I know it's probably not pronounced like that, but we're phonetic for today, otherwise known as the EU Association for the Study of Diabetes, which I don't know why they don't call it that instead, published just 7 July 2014, titled Whey Protein Before Meals Could Help Improve Blood Glucose Control in People with Diabetes. Now, originally what they were looking for is they're looking to measure this hormone called GLP-1, otherwise known as glucagon-like peptide-1, to see if whey protein can stimulate GLP. Now remember, I say whey protein because there could be ways, a lot of different ways out there for cooking and things like that, but whey protein specifically in a concentrate form. So what they did is it took 15 people with well-controlled diabetes, and for 2 days, plus the placebo group at the same time, for 2 days, gave them 50 grams of whey protein in 250 milliliters of water, which is not a lot of water when you consider. And from time to time also did it with placebo. All right, then they tried to look like kill the diabetics by feeding them 3 slices of white bread with sugar jelly. What they were trying to do is get a max glucose spike by giving some very high glycemic index foods. The results in the whey protein group were this. 180, well, they took blood samples, again, that's how they measured it. At 180 minutes post-meal glucose, the group that had the whey protein had 28% lower blood sugar, or I should say glucose levels, than those that had the placebo. In addition to that, the whey protein group, the insulin response time the placebo by 96%. Just 30 minutes after this meal of death, their insulin response time was 96% higher than those basically that just had nothing or did not have the whey protein. The research concluded this is a cheap and easy to administer form of treatment for diabetics that want to maintain a better control over the blood glucose levels. And as a side note, basically in the whey protein group only, they had a total GLP-1 was 141% over the placebo. This is the technical part. And the intact IGLP-1 was 298% higher in the whey group than the placebo itself. Again, great way of controlling blood sugar, whey protein before the meal, and much better control of your blood sugars. Published the 7th July 2014. Thank you.